Hey everybody, it's Muscle Car Campy, and we have a real treat for you today. It's a 1964 Fairlane Thunderbolt clone. No, it's not the real deal, but it is a 427 dual quad powered street sweeper. It's got the manual gearbox just like it's supposed to. This thing is an amazing tribute to one of the most glorious eras in Ford performance. You know, these cars are still racing and still winning in NHRA Superstock A competition. That's a testament to just how great they were from the factory. You know, being a race car, the Thunderbolt had so many great features. They replaced the high beam headlights with air tubes that went right to the carburetors. You had the teardrop shaped hood. I love the Raider mags on this car. It looks fantastic. All the trim, the 427 decals, Hemi Hunter. Mopar guys probably say, oh, we were Hemi super faster. But you know what? That's racing, you know? Love the rotunda tack inside. Here, only one sun visor. Van seats. Got the beautiful competition-proven Holman Moody sticker on the window. A couple of deviations here. The 10-inch wide rear wheels. The car is tubbed. Fit all that rubber under there. Mickey Thompson tires. You got side exiting exhausts, and they do have a cutout switch inside to really open it up. You know, when we shot the introduction, that was with the mufflers closed. What's really great under the hood of this car is a genuine G-code 427. It's got an aluminum intake with two 600 CFM Hollies under the factory correct airbox. The big air tubes going to where the high beam headlights used to be, ducting all that nice cold air into the FE motor. It does have headers, long tube headers that cross over just the way they're supposed to from the factory underneath the car. There is a cam in it. The specs are unknown, but this car gives the full Thunderbolt vibe. I can tell you, just listening to it start will make your stomach muscles tighten. It's really a mean machine. Love the teardrop hood that has been put on so many different Fords over the years ever since. I mean, it just speaks volumes about how great that hood is.
Actual Thunderbolts came with modified 427 high-rise center oiler engines, not side oilers, which is a common misconception. These engines had Ford's high-rise cylinder heads and high-rise intake manifolds with dual 4-barrel carbs. Engineers raised the ports on the cylinder heads a half an inch to get more flow area, and the new high-rise manifold positioned the carburetors a full 3 inches higher than other 427s.
I feel like I just stepped back in racing history. Suddenly it's 1964. I'm at the U.S. Nationals. Maybe in the other lane is Bill Lawton or another Thunderbolt pilot. I mean, so cool. The rotunda tack goes all the way to 8,000. We don't need no stinking red line. Single sun visor to save weight, single wiper to save weight. And, you know, people ask, well, why did it have a wiper if it was a race car? Well, technically, they had Vince. It could be a street car, but they came with no warranty. And with 13-to-1 compression, you needed race gas to make this thing actually run on the street. Check it out. There's a plate where the radio and heater should be. You got extra gauges under the dash. This car has a line lock and also a button to open up the cutout exhaust, which we love. It does have the correct E100 van seats inside. Otherwise, it's kind of basic Fairlane. No armrests, front or back, so don't try to get too comfortable. There's no way to roll the back windows down. There are clips on the rear window to keep the back window from blowing out at high speeds, which is a trip. And one of the other things about it, it has a data plate inside the glove box, kind of a disclaimer telling you that it's a race car. You know, these things didn't come with a warranty. Just a really beautifully done tribute to a glorious time in the history of the Ford Motor Company. And while everything looks stock inside, instead of a top loader 4-speed, you've got a Tremec TKO 5-speed, so you've got the nice overdrive. Ironically, the previous owner only installed a 350-to-1 ratio out back. With this overdrive and my penchant for really, really bad driving on the street, I would put a 410 or a 430 gear in this thing and really let it eat. As it is now, you know, the owner, Andy, has to downshift a lot to get this thing moving. Even with all those cubic inches, it's just not a lot of gear going on back there. loud because this car is slightly rowdy, as it should be. Well, I will tell you one thing, I am loving life at this point. My first time in anything like this, the last time we did a factory style race car was the Super Duty 62 Pontiac that we did a few months ago. But, you know, while this car is, again, it's the tribute car, it's not a real Thunderbolt, but let me tell you, I don't care. As far as I'm concerned, this is the realest real deal. Andy, what attracts you? You also have an AFX Comet tribute car.
That's correct.
What is it that attracts you to these factory style race cars?
You put lettering on the side of the car and my eye goes right to it. So actually with the Thunderbolts, I mean, I'm old enough that these things were new when I was 16 years old. And when I first saw them, it's what I wanted, not realizing that you needed to be a racer to get one. And I've been looking for one since I've been collecting classic cars, and I have not been able to find one that has done as well as this until I came upon this about 3 years ago. And what drew me to this car is the fact that it is, in my opinion, pretty well done. It has a lot of the little touches that we've discussed that make it close to a real Thunderbolt.
You know, this was such a special time in racing when the factories would build, you know, real race cars for customers. You know, Ford had Thunderbolts, they had hammers for NASCAR, you had Mopar had all their stuff, Pontiac had the Super Duty program. These things, it was just a wild time. So what's next for you? Now you've got a Comet, you've got a Ford. Are you more of a Ford guy, or do you have something else you're interested in?
I've always been a Ford guy, but in my search for this car, I've come across a lot of other cars, and two of them I actually purchased. One of them is my 1967 427 Mercury Cyclone, and the other one is my 68 Hemi Superstock Dart clone. So I am a Ford guy, but I do enjoy other brands.
You know, and I just love looking over that teardrop hood. It's like, talk about Ford history right there. Between the Galaxies and the Thunderbolts, just special times. You're so lucky to have a 5-speed in this thing. And wow, like I said, I'm just digging the whole scene in here. All right, everybody, this is Muscle Car Campy saying see you later. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And don't forget, we've got over 200 videos on the channel. Go back, watch them all. Watch them 10, 20 times. The more you watch, the happier I am. We've got all kinds of cars, all kinds of brands. Fords, Mopars, Chevys, Pontiacs. You'll love them all.